So two guys walk into a doctor's office. No, this isn't the start of a bad joke, but the beginning of an unfortunate appointment for our two heroes, Sick Rick and Josh the Hamburger Man. Now, these aren't your average Joes. Sick Rick, known for his sardonic scheduled for colonoscopies. You'd think it's a coincidence, but with these two, there's no such thing. They look at each other, a knowing smirk playing on their faces. Well, this is a crappy situation, Sick Rick quips, his eyebrows dancing with amusement. Josh chuckles, retorting, "You can say that again. I feel like I'm on a blind date, only this time it's my backside that's in for a surprise." They share a hearty laugh, their humour a beacon of light in the sterile environment of the doctor's office. Their banter continues, each one upping the other, their wit sharper than the scalpel that awaits them. They joke about the pre-procedure prep, the awkwardness of the situation, and the hilarity of their shared predicament. "You know, Rick," Josh begins, a mischievous glint in his eyes, "this is like a really bad episode of a reality show. They could call it the real rear ends of the doctor's office." They both burst into laughter, their shared sense of humour making the situation less daunting. They joke about the doctor's bedside manner, the uncomfortable hospital gowns, and the absurdity of their shared appointment. They make light of the situation, their laughter echoing through the otherwise quiet office. It's a testament to their friendship, their ability to find humour in even the most uncomfortable situations, and just when they thought it couldn't get any weirder, in walks Mad Cracker. Imagine bumping into your worst nightmare in a place where you're already about to face your fears. Now let's consider this. You're about to have a colonoscopy, already a situation that could make even the bravest shudder. And then, out of nowhere, enters Mad Cracker. This isn't just any old Mad Cracker, oh no. He's the kind who sports a flamboyant hat, a grin that could alarm a Cheshire cat, and a laugh that echoes through corridors and haunts your dreams. His presence alone sends shivers down your spine, but it's his entourage that truly completes the picture. Suddenly the air fills with the sound of laughter, the kind that sends chills down your spine. It's Mad Cracker, followed by a gaggle of nuns. But these aren't your regular church-going sisters, they're horny. Yes, you heard that right, folks. Horny nuns, dressed in their traditional habits with a twist. They're as far from holy as you can get. They flutter around Mad Cracker, cooing and giggling in a way that would make a sailor blush. This encounter isn't just unexpected, it's downright surreal. It's like a twisted version of The Sound of Music meets Rocky Horror Picture Show. The humour escalates as Mad Cracker introduces his gang in a way that's absurd, yet somehow fitting for this oddball character. "Meet Sister Sassy," he crows, pointing to a nun who winks in response. "And that's Sister Saucy," he continues as another nun blows a kiss. The introductions go on, each one more ridiculous than the last, until it feels like you've fallen down a rabbit hole of bizarre. And just when you think the day couldn't possibly get any worse, Mad Cracker grins, his eyes gleaming with mischief. "Hope you're ready for a show, boys," he says, his voice echoing in the cold, sterile room. The nuns giggle, their laughter bouncing off the walls, creating an eerie soundtrack to this strange encounter. As if the day wasn't going badly enough, Mad Cracker has a twisted plan in store. So buckle up, folks, because this ride is about to get even bumpier. You know you're in for a bad day when Mad Cracker says, "I've got a show for you." Truer words have never been spoken. Or so thought Sick Rick and Josh, the Hamburger Man. You see, their day had started with a simple colonoscopy appointment, and now they were stuck in a room with a madman and his gang of, well, enthusiastic nuns. Mad Cracker, grinning like a Cheshire cat, squatted in the corner of the room. "Ladies and gents, buckle up, it's time for the poop show," he declared, his voice echoing off the cold, sterile walls. Sick Rick, a man known for his strong stomach, turned a shade of green that would make a seasick sailor proud. "I've seen some messed up stuff in my time, but this is a new low," he muttered, trying to look anywhere but the corner where Mad Cracker was getting comfortable. Josh, on the other hand, was a man of fewer words. He simply groaned, his hand covering his eyes. "I didn't sign up for this," he whined, his voice barely a whisper. "I just wanted a simple colonoscopy." And so the twisted torture began. Sick Rick and Josh were subjected to a sight that few could stomach. Mad Cracker, unabashed and unashamed, continued his gruesome show, all the while narrating the process as if he were hosting a cooking show. And now we add a pinch of, "Oh wait, wrong script," he chuckled, his laughter bouncing around the room. The atmosphere was thick with revulsion and disbelief. The nuns, however, were rapt with attention, their eyes wide with a strange mixture of horror and fascination. It was a sight to behold, a spectacle that would haunt the dreams of Sick Rick and Josh for years to come. Through it all, Sick Rick and Josh managed to keep their wits about them. They exchanged glances, their eyes filled with a shared determination. They would survive this. They had to. After all, they had colonoscopies to attend. In between bouts of dry heaving, Sick Rick managed to crack a joke. "I've heard of shitty situations, but this takes the cake," he quipped, earning a weak chuckle from Josh. Josh, meanwhile, found his own way to cope. "I'm just going to imagine I'm at a modern art exhibit. Yeah, that's it. This is just abstract expressionism," he mumbled, his voice shaky. Just when they thought they'd seen the worst of it, Mad Cracker stood up, dusting off his pants. "Well, that was fun," he said, a satisfied grin on his face. But before Sick Rick and Josh could heave a sigh of relief, Mad Cracker turned towards them, his eyes gleaming with mischief. And now for Act 2. When Mad Cracker says Act 2, you know you're in for a wild ride. And boy, buckle up, because this ride is about to get even wilder. The stage is set. Mad Cracker, in his full-on eccentric glory, is reveling in his twisted games. But our heroes, Sick Rick and Josh, have a few tricks up their sleeves, or should I say up their hospital gowns. Now, I don't mean to be cheeky, but the dialogue is filled with unexpected jokes and innuendos that would make a sailor blush. You see, Sick Rick and Josh aren't just any ordinary colonoscopy patients. No, they're quick-witted and armed with a sense of humour as sharp as the doctor's scalpel. As the scene unfolds, it's clear that Mad Cracker is loving every minute of his twisted spectacle. But our dynamic duo isn't about to let him have all the fun. Sick Rick, also known as MOC, turns to Josh, the hamburger man, and whispers something in his ear. Josh's eyes widen, and then he starts to chuckle. "Hey, Mad Cracker!" Sick Rick calls out, a devilish grin on his face. "Ever heard of a surprise colonoscopy?" That's right, folks. The tables have turned. Suddenly, Mad Cracker isn't laughing anymore. He's shaking in his boots, or rather, his nun's habit. The jokes are flying fast and furious, and the laughter is infectious. It's a madhouse, a circus, a comedy of errors. "Mad Cracker, looks like you're about to get a taste of your own medicine," Josh exclaims, a wicked glint in his eyes. The room erupts in laughter. It's a moment of pure comedic gold, a delightful twist in our tale that no one saw coming. Mad Cracker, the tormentor, is now the tormented. The hilarity continues to escalate, each joke landing harder than the last. The air is thick with anticipation and amusement, but amidst the laughter, there's a sense of triumph. Our heroes have turned the tables on their tormentor in the most spectacularly comedic way possible. And as the curtain falls, Sick Rick and Josh can't help but laugh. They've won this round, and they've done it with style and a whole lot of humour. But wait, what's that rustling in the corner? Could it be? Yes, it's the sound of more laughter, more jokes, more unexpected twists and turns. Because in this comedy of errors, the fun is just getting started. So, stay tuned, folks. Because if there's one thing we've learned from Sick Rick and Josh, it's that you never know what's going to happen next. And you can bet it'll be worth the wait. When the world gives you a colonoscopy, you give it a comedy. That's the motto of our heroes, and they're sticking to it. So keep laughing, keep enjoying the ride, and remember, the best is yet to come.